immediately some shape. And Leslie Reefer Jr. says too much shape.
Yeah, he'd be pleased with this, you know, Blades. He pointed out that yesterday he was trying very hard to swing the ball. He wasn't able to get any shape back into the right-handers. And as a result, the boundaries that came off his first over all flew offside. This will give him some encouragement. A 30 missing leg, good decision once again from umpire Reefer.
What about this one? This time given. It could be a first T20 international wicket for Blades. It is. Marsh is walking.
Yeah, they're pumped. It's the big wicket of the opposition captain, Mitch Marsh. Again, he feels in this series. It's all about the shape, the length and the shape. Yeah, really good length. Shaping back in tight onto the stumps, crashing into leg stump. Yeah, Blades, maiden T20 international wicket for the youngster. And how quickly it's turned around for him. Marsh walks back for a duck. 0 for 1.
In at 3 is Josh Inglis, who's got to double digits in each game and goes hard, attacks in the power play. At 150, they outfoxed him last night with changes of pace, but the boy from Pilgrim Road, Christchurch, has got his first. That one just holds its line.
This is where left-arm seamers are so dangerous. Previous delivery swung back in to Mitch Marsh. And it's a big booming drive from Inglis, and it carries on with the angle.
That backward square where the West Indies have dismissed Inglis in the series, pulling. We'll see the options, but first wicket for Blades, and to get Marsh, that's a big wicket to start. Well, no review by Mitch Marsh, he walks straight off. He'll be ruining that decision.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's what Blades is saying.
Definitely using that easterly wind coming from across the ground, and is getting some shape with that brand new ball.
Yeah, encouraging signs for Jediah Blades and other West Indies seamers that will feature in this power play phase. The way to defend this total is by taking wickets.
There's a deep fine leg in place, so both fielders on the leg side, maybe for the ramp. What's he doing now? He's not happy, Blades, with that field. No, he's bringing in his fine leg, and he's going back to his original field. If Inglis is brave enough to ramp, let's see it. He does play the reverse ramp as well. I want to see today, Shakira, is how Shai structures his power play overs. So we know Hossain and Holder form the basis of it, but you've got Blades, left arm seam, and Matthew Ford, who also bowls the new ball, but takes it into the right-handers. So you think maybe he wants this end as well. So is it Holder again from the opposite end?
Yeah, well, last game he used 4 bowlers in that power play phase. With this start, he's likely to go back to Blades at some point. Shepherd also bowling over in that power play and took a wicket.
What would you do, knowing that Ford is someone who likes to have the new ball swinging?
Yeah, the risk of not allowing the Australians to get into the rhythm, you may go Ford or Aki Hussain from this end. Has to be Jason Holder from that Lozat Road end.
So powerful, Josh Inglis, and can score 360 degrees around the ground. 6 for 1. Always get West Indies cricket here, especially T20 cricket. Blades is back, continuing. And spanked again through the offside.
Yeah, this was always going to be the risk. We've given the youngster back-to-back overs in the power play against quality batters. Yeah, especially Josh Inglis, who's in rollicking form. He's over pitching on that occasion.
He's got his deep fine and deep third. Shepherd dismissed him yesterday, going pace off, and had him pulling to deep square. Is that an option for Blades? There's just 50,000 people or thereabouts, and still they come together, they rally, dance, jump, vibe. They're a colourful group of kittitions. You're visiting in December, immerse yourself in the Wickets Carnival. Sugar Mass, I'll be coming. In a showcase of music, dance and culture. Jason Holder was there. He couldn't get to it. Another boundary. So Blades under pressure.
136 Ks. You understand what he was doing, trying not to get predictable. Jediah Blades. Previous delivery was a Yorker. Went into the pitch. Still struck for 4.
Still has his fine leg in place, and maybe that's what the conversation is about now. I understand he ramps. Willing to allow him that opportunity, and maybe have some more protection in front square. Maybe to keep it the same. Gets a hand on it, but will parry it into the boundary. 3 boundaries in 4 deliveries.
The Australians on the go. And it's the power of Josh Inglis. Even though he gets a fair amount of his hand on it, Jason Holder, look at the way it still speeds along to the boundary. Always risky, giving a bowler 2 consecutive overs.
Now he makes the change. He wants Hetmeyer to go back to the boundary, deep square, and now brings his fine leg in. Shepherd. So now does he trust himself and vary, given that Inglis has attacked him. Go again, Shakir Salman. Who from the next end? Holder again. Shepherd.
I'm going Shepherd. I was wrong the first time. I wanted to see Matthew Ford. He went back to Blades. I think it's very important that West Indies continue to mix their bowlers in this phase.
Ford is working on an outswinger. Don't know if it's ready just yet. It could be useful if he has it from that end. Decent finish to the over after the 3 boundaries. 13 from it, 25 for.
Starts with a dot delivery. And I'm just clarifying that, you know, young players who are not part of the international setup needs that type of resident coach in the Caribbean. Not a Darren Sammy who travels around with a complement of 15 or 16 players. It's about a coach being part of a academy, for want of a better word, working day in, day out with young players, mentoring them, upskilling them. That's ball, but not enough. Another important wicket for the West Indians. Blades with his second. It's Shafane Rutherford with a safe pair of hands.
Blades, to me, has been the pick of the West Indian bowlers. He's had a real plan on how to approach his bowling tonight. This time he's gone wide. Cameron Green to stretch out. It's a simple catch there in the outfield. Blades gets his second. What he has done tonight, he's been really disciplined with his plan. Cameron Green departs. Oh, Mitch Owen, sorry, departs. Australia now 134 for 4.
Connolly, new batter. I must also add that looking at Australia in this T20 World Cup cycle, they've only been dismissed once in all matches played, and that was against England in September last year. I still think the West Indies should be mindful of that. There's a lot of depth in this Australian batting lineup, so don't get complacent with the fall of the 4th wicket. Still, there needs to be that intensity.
Seen players throughout this campaign take their opportunities. Tim David was outstanding. A couple of nights back, we've seen Mitch Owen take his opportunity in the middle order, and this man here, Cooper Connolly, he's someone we're going to hear about for a long time, especially in this form of the game. He had a bit with his left arm spin. He's done really well for WA in the short form of the game.
That's another one. Commentators curse Brad Haddon. We won't be adding anything to the score tonight. Just chipping one from Blades.
Yeah, this is well bowled by Blades. Slower ball. Did Cooper Connolly for lack of pace. Jason Holder, who's had a tough night in the field's taken an easy catch. Cooper Connolly parts for a duck. He'll be disappointed. Australia now looking a lot different. 134 for 5.
Hardie, born in Dorset, United Kingdom, moved to Australia. Of course, touted as one of the best all-rounders in the domestic circuit. Now playing for Australia. Remember hearing about him about a year and a half ago when Stoinis ran out of form, and him being the strong contender for his spot in the Australian side. There's Blades, high on confidence.
Waiting. Aaron Hardie's been around this Australian setup for a long time now. So have a look at this wicket. Pace off into the wicket. Cooper Connolly checked his drive. Safe catch for Holder. It's a big moment, though. young Blades to get 2 wickets in the over, all of a sudden getting momentum back to the West Indies. Straight away you see a change in the field. Fielders are creeping in. There's a bit of energy about the crowd. One thing you need to try to do here in the West Indies is bring the crowd back into the game.
Just falling short of a double wicket maiden, so just a single from the over. Maybe the best over of the match so far. 12 overs gone, 135 for 5. And there was an overthrow as well. Make it 136 for 5.
Deep backward point and deep cover. To use the angle, not gone wide enough. And that was a good shot from Hardie.
And this is a handy knock from Hardie. 21 from just 12 deliveries. Remember, he's in his first game of the series, Aaron Hardie. Again, that margin for error. Didn't get it full enough, but definitely didn't get it wide enough to force Hardie to hit it square of the wicket to those 2 fielders in the deep on the offside.
Absolutely. Sometimes you might say, well, we're on the wide side, maybe risk a wide or two to get it out of that line to bring in these 2 fielders at the bottom of your screen. Oh, is that a glove? Dropped it. No, leg byes being indicated by Gregory Brathwaite.
I thought it was Woody. Jediah Blades also thought it was off the bat. You can just see how wide. I think that's off the bat or a glove. Into the gloves and straight back out. You won't be disappointed.
One through him as well. How eventful is this? I like that he's enjoying this and enjoy the competition. It was a tough initiation last year against Bangladesh. Tough previous game.
Really shot slightly too early. A very difficult chance though. Never easy to take those ones on your follow through when it's going down. Yeah, good to see him smiling.
This is promising. Information. Sorry, Gregory. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, Shay.
Don't forget Jediah. Sorry, Jediah could have been his 4th. Viewers, I just want you to remember, this guy hasn't played a CPL game yet.
Kills, you see, he's already showing, even the one that he dropped. It's just about getting the ball to hit off center of the bat, and that comes from maybe pulling down the outside, bowling the cutter, and that's what happened with the one that was hit back at him. It hit the bottom of the bat and didn't go back with any power whatsoever. Then we saw the Yorker, the short, slow ball into the pitch, and we know he can go wide. So please, you folks there, don't look at what he is now. Look at what he could be 2-3 years from now. Really happy for him tonight. As he concludes his spell, 50 partnership, 3 for 29 or 4 for Jediah Blades, 1 for the future, maybe even the present.